Now, I'm Charles Lejano. More experts and officials are coming to the defense of Sinovac shots. Speaking with Radyo 5 Ted Filon, infectious disease expert Dr. Edsel Salvana assures the public that Coronavac is safe and effective as it has undergone 3 clinical trials. Salvana admits, though, that there's still some uncertainty on using the vaccine on healthcare workers because of the 50% efficacy rate among high-risk frontliners, as found by Brazilian trials. Despite this, Salvana says Sinovac is recommended for the general population, and he used the face mask analogy to explain why.
Ang pinakamagandang analogy, di ba sa healthcare workers, ang sinasabi natin N95. Pero sa general public, kahit surgical mask, okay na. Dahil yung exposure po ng healthcare workers sa COVID, diretsuhan po araw-araw. Whereas dun sa general public, pwedeng passing lang po or hindi ganun kataas.
Meanwhile, Interior Undersecretary Epimaco Densing said vaccine confidence among Filipinos is starting to increase. On 1PH sa Totoo Lang, Densing assured the public that all vaccines granted the emergency use approval are safe. Densing underscored the importance of explaining the benefits of vaccination to Filipinos and encouraging them to trust the country's doctors.
Meron ng study at patunay na kung sabi na kung ang COVID-19 ay leon, pag ikaw ay nabakunahan, magiging kuting na lang ito. So in other words, hindi ka na ma-hospital, hindi ka na ma-ICU, pero magkakaroon ka ng simptomas.
Tulfo denies using his position as special envoy to China to get dibs on a distribution deal with Sinopharm and to secure his personal vaccine doses. In an interview with One News' The Chiefs, Tulfo downplayed any conflict of interest, claiming that he is technically not a government official because the special envoy role is, quote, only honorific. But aside from revealing that he's applying to be a local distributor of Sinopharm shots, Tulfo also admitted that he got inoculated from the same source as the PSG.
I never used my position as special envoy in securing the vaccine. I just got hold of the vaccine from a friend who smuggled it into the country. Wala ako nakitang conflict of interest dito dahil private citizen naman ako eh. Besides, ang special envoy to China is just the honorific. Ang trabaho niya is 1 peso a year. I'm not a government official. Hindi ko ginamit yung aking posisyon. Yung katungkulan bilang special envoy sa China kasi dito ko nakuha yung vaccine.
In the same interview, Tulfo also said that the Philippine government is not doing a good job for not having a unified approach to securing vaccines. He said this is the #1 reason why our vaccination plan got delayed.
Yung mga opisyalis natin, they cannot put their acts together. Meron dito, dito gusto nito ang Sinopharm. Yung isa, Sinovac. Yung isa, Pfizer. Yung isa, Moderna. Yung mga opisyal ng administrasyon do not speak in one voice with one voice. Iba-iba. Para silang tower of, yung mga nagtatrabaho ng Tower of Babel. Ang masakit niyan, yung sa Zimbabwe, yung hindi magandang, yung backward na bansa yan compared to our country, ang Pilipinas. May rollout na sila. Yung mga neighboring countries natin, may mga mass vaccination na. Tayo wala pa.
Pope Francis has appointed former Manila Archbishop Cardinal Tagle as a member of the...
Here in Commonwealth Market, more than half of the 200 vendors are still not selling pork since Monday. Today's hog deliveries also got delayed. The DA explains majority of the shipments today are from Calabarzon, as some trucks of hogs are still stranded in ports in Visayas and Mindanao. The DA adds that imports under the minimum access volume this year is set to arrive by March or April. As for prices, the DA considers the price ceiling successful as they claim most retailers are complying and that no pork is reaching 400 pesos a kilo. They admit, however, there are leakages as some shipments are still diverted to other provinces. To avoid this, the DA is meeting with market administrators to come up with projected pork requirements, to issue corresponding purchase orders, and to designate specific slaughterhouses. They target to finalize this early next week. Charles, meanwhile, the DA also assures the public that the country remains bird flu free after Russia confirmed the first case of avian flu in humans. The DA says that Russia is not a major source of chicken in our country and that they already stopped issuing permits to those planning to import there. Charles?
Thank you, Shaila Francisco, reporting live from Quezon City. Pork producers believe that the government is wasting time on investigating supposed manipulators of pork prices. Speaking on One News's The Chiefs, Nicanor Briones, the vice president of the Pork Producers Federation, maintained that local producers are not hoarding supply, especially with the threat of African swine fever. Briones also said that the government should instead focus on the supposed pork smuggling at the customs. The group added that the government should support those affected by ASF to stabilize prices.
Nagsasayang lang sila ng oras eh. Dahil siyempre, nasabi ko, nagtuturo lang ng may kasalanan ng ating sekretary. Tutukan ninyo, yung smuggling ka ako ng baboy at manok dyan sa custom. Dahil yun, sigurado may makikita sila.
The remote learning setup is tougher from some students than others. For instance, one hospitality student can't afford an actual oven for his cooking classes. But who's to say he can't make it on his own using just a can of biscuits? Camille Samonte has more details.
It has been said time and again, studying in the middle of a pandemic is no easy feat. Take the case of 21-year-old JOVEL BANTE Jr. Taking up hospitality management in Holy Cross, Davao, it was only a matter of time before he is required to bake. But how can the son of a mechanic and the barangay health staff even afford an oven?
Parang gusto ko na lang po i-drop yung subject na to kasi wala kasi akong oven, ma'am. Tapos kung paano gumawa ng paraan, ma'am ba?
But with no money to spare, Joven bank on sheer ingenuity and a can of biscuits.
Ano lang, yung pinuntahan ko yung mga bahay na meron ba kayong ganito, ganyan. Tapos hingi na lang ako ng konti. Then sinabi naman sa akin na, okay lang, gamitin mo yan ko. Kasi para sa oven ko na gagawin to, then ayun, binigay sa akin, ma'am.
After 5 days, Joven managed to gather enough sand and chicken wire to come up with his DIY oven. It uses coal fire with the sand holding the heat. With it, he was able to bake the perfect yema bread roll. He got a perfect score, even besting classmates complete with equipment. His instructor was all praises.
Gusto ko ma-check yung temperature ng oven bago niya i-bake yung bread. So, proud na pinakita niya sa akin yung alternative oven niya. Kaya medyo na-amaze and touched sa ginawa ni Joven dahil hindi dahil doon sa oven kundi hindi siya nahiya na sa sitwasyon niya ngayon.
Minoza believes Jovel will be a successful chef in the future. Jovel encourages fellow students who are in the same situation to never lose hope.
Kung wala kayo, may paraan naman. So dapat talaga yung kailangan niyo pong mag-isip para may paraan po talaga sa eskwela din.
For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
World champion golfer Tiger Woods is in the hospital after suffering multiple injuries from a car accident. Woods' vehicle sustained major damage after going off a road and rolling over. The pro golfer had to be extricated from the wreck with jaws of life before he was transported by ambulance to a local hospital. Prayers and well wishes for the athlete are pouring out on Twitter, mostly from fellow sports personalities and celebrities. The Masters, one of the world's most prestigious golf tournaments, has released a statement wishing Tiger a safe recovery. Retired boxer Mike Tyson, Olympian swimmer Michael Phelps, and actress Jada Pinkett Smith also expressed confidence that Tiger Woods will pull through and recover from this accident. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 1 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. We are One News.